It was close to midnight in Ridge Fall, a small American suburban town where the loudest noise was usually a passing train or the occasional barking dog. Yet, on one strange September night, everything changed. By the time dawn broke, 3 people were dead, and the town would never sleep peacefully again. This is the story known nationwide as the Silent Witness Files. The first body was discovered at 12:42 a.m. A 41-year-old accountant named Logan Barrett found lying face down on the wooden floor of his home office. No forced entry, no broken windows, no signs of a fight. His coffee cup was still warm, his laptop still on, but someone had placed a white card on the desk with a chilling message. He lied. Police expected the start of a simple domestic homicide, but this was anything but simple. Detective Aurora Lane, a young yet fierce investigator with a reputation for catching killers who left no trace, arrived within minutes. She noticed one thing instantly. Barrett had looked completely shocked in his final seconds, almost like he never expected the killer to be someone he knew. 3 hours later, the second murder occurred. This time, the victim was a 28-year-old nurse, Tessa Raymond. She was found at the hospital parking lot, inside her own car, hands folded neatly over her chest. No wounds, no blood. But on the passenger seat, another white card. She hid. 2 cards, 2 deaths, no link between the victims, no motive. Aurora searched through their histories. Logan and Tessa had never met. No mutual workplaces, no shared addresses, no social media connection. She ran every background check possible. Nothing. But then the third murder occurred, this time at 5:29 a.m. A 63-year-old retired judge, Harold Decker, was found sitting peacefully in his armchair, TV still on, his glasses lying on the table beside him. But again, there was no wound, no visible injury, and on the table lay another white card. He knew.
Something connected them. Aurora spent hours in the station conference room. Walls covered with photos, strings, maps, everything connected except the victims. She looked at them again and again until something clicked. All 3 victims had testified, worked, or been mentioned in a case from 17 years ago, known only as the Briar Ridge Experiment. It was a forgotten case, a medical trial involving teenagers at a behavioral clinic run secretly under a private corporation. Allegations of illegal testing on minors surfaced, but everything disappeared after one night, the night a fire broke out in the clinic. 5 teenagers went missing that night. Their names were erased from every database except one incomplete, heavily damaged file. One of the names was circled in red ink. Case subject number 7, Elias Crow. Aurora's heart dropped. She realized what the white cards meant. He lied. The accountant Logan Barrett had falsified financial documents from the clinic. She hid. Nurse Tessa Raymond had hidden medical records from the trial. He knew. Judge Harold Decker had approved closing the case without investigation. Someone was killing everyone involved with the cover-up. But the biggest question remained. Who was still alive from the Briar Ridge experiment? Aurora dug through the damaged records and found blurry photos of the teens. Most were unidentifiable, except one. A tall boy with haunting eyes, looking straight into the camera. Elias Crow. He would be 32 now, if he survived. Aurora started tracking unusual hospital entries, emergency visits, and unregistered patients across the state. One report stood out. A young man brought to a rural ER years ago with unexplained burn marks matching those from the clinic fire. The man left before doctors could identify him. Security footage showed only his silhouette. Aurora followed every lead, driving across towns, meeting former clinic employees, tracking down anyone who had been near Briar Ridge. Everyone seemed frightened. Everyone refused to talk. Someone was watching them. Days passed. Then Aurora received an anonymous text. "Stop digging, or you're next." She traced the number. It led nowhere. But later, a second message arrived. "Meet me at the old Briar Ridge ruins, midnight." She knew it was dangerous. She also knew she had no choice. At midnight, Aurora arrived at the burned-out clinic. The wind howled through broken windows. Ash crunched under her boots. Her flashlight flickered over old metal doors and collapsed ceiling beams. Then she heard footsteps. Slow, measured. She raised her gun. "Elias Crow, is that you? I'm not here to hurt you." The footsteps stopped. A voice came from the shadows. Deep, calm, almost emotionless. "You're late, detective." A tall figure emerged slowly. His face partly burned, yet strangely youthful. His eyes glowed with trauma and fury. "He didn't kill them," he said. "Someone else did. Someone who survived the experiment. Someone who wants revenge." Aurora froze. "If it's not you, then who?"
Elias pointed behind her. A second figure appeared, wearing medical gloves, a lab coat stained with soot, and a cracked ID badge reading Dr. Warren Hale, Head of Behavioral Research, Briar Ridge Facility. Aurora instantly understood. Dr. Hale had survived the fire, and he had continued the secret experiment on the missing teens, including Elias. He had turned them into unwilling participants. He had silenced everyone involved in exposing the truth. The doctor smiled coldly. "You ruined my work, detective. Now I'll finish what I started." Before he could move, Elias attacked him, tackling him to the ground. Aurora fired one warning shot to scare Hale, but the doctor escaped deeper into the ruins. Elias tried to chase him, but the collapsing floor separated them. Aurora grabbed Elias's hand, pulling him to safety. Sirens echoed in the distance as the building shook. Dr. Hale vanished into the darkness. Elias collapsed, exhausted. "You have to finish it. He won't stop. The others, the missing, they're still alive." Aurora stared at him. "Where?" He whispered one word. "Northwood." And then he passed out. The state police found no trace of Dr. Hale, but they found underground rooms beneath the ruins, cages, restraints, journals, and medical files of the missing teens. The case exploded across USA News. Aurora was assigned to find Dr. Hale and the remaining victims. Elias recovered and agreed to assist as the only living, silent witness who knew Hale's methods. The hunt has not ended. Dr. Warren Hale is still out there, and the Briar Ridge victims, no one knows how many survived, or what Hale turned them into. The silent witness files remain open, and the countdown continues.